Hey, what's going on, guys? Draydog here, and today I'm going to be sharing my opinion on Infinite Warfare. Not just the trailer, not just the tweets that they've given us from people that work at Infinity Ward, but just overall how I want it to play out and how I want the game to be. And hopefully what most of us want the game to be like. So, something basic, the gameplay. We don't really know much about it, so I'm kind of just... If it doesn't feel too foreign to us, if it feels kind of natural and it feels more like some of the older Call of Duties, that'd be cool, but, still kind of different because we're going to be a Modern Warfare Remastered, so we don't want too, copy and paste of an old Call of Duty. We want something new if we're paying $80 for a Modern Warfare Remastered and a new Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. So hopefully gameplay is kind of innovative, but it can also, stay true to its Call of Duty roots. Because Black Ops 3... They said it felt like Black Ops 2, but it kind of really doesn't feel like Black Ops 2 at all. It just feels like an Advanced Warfare with a less severe double jump, I guess. And going on to the third game mode, which is, I guess, been confirmed as zombies, I hope it feels fun. They can do really whatever they want with it because it doesn't have really any ties to any other universe in any other zombies for Call of Duty, so I just hope it's fun. The storyline can be whatever. I really personally don't pay attention, but I know a lot of people are into the lore and all that kind of stuff of zombies. So I hope they, provide that for that part of the section of the community. But personally, I hope that the gameplay feels fun. It feels like a party game. It's not supposed to feel super serious or super complex. It's supposed to be like the game mode that you do after multiplayer and after campaign. You just kind of relax and play some fun zombies. So an example of this would be like Dead Ops Arcade or just in Black Ops 1 when they had the zombies Kino and all that kind of stuff. It was very simple but fun, very arcade-like, perks, points, all that kind of stuff. Even kind of abstract and obscene weapons like the Thunder Gun, the Ray Gun, the Wonder Wall, all these kind of things. They're just, you can see them come out of like a cartoon, honestly, or like a comic book. Now, the campaign. I'm feeling that the campaign should feel more reminiscent of the old Call of Duties, just because the old Call of Duty campaigns were funner than the new ones. That's just kind of really how it is. The new Call of Duty, Black Ops 3, for example, the campaign was just kind of loose. It didn't really immerse you into it that much. They tried with the safe house idea, which is cool, but I feel like just the gameplay itself and the story itself was just too different that you lose the immersion, honestly, and that's what it comes down to. So like the campaign, there should be stealth. You should still feel like a soldier, not a super soldier, but you should still have these moments of just like, you should feel like a hero. And then you should do these spec ops to make you feel like a higher ranking soldier, because that's what Call of Duty has been known to do. And so when it comes to the campaign, it should just feel like older Call of Duty such as Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, even World at War, because World at War had really nice battles in terms of just they were big scale with mortar strikes coming in and your teammates dying and just a bunch of soldiers, so that you feel like you're in a real war. Now switching over to the multiplayer aspect of the game. Let's start off with streaks. I feel streaks should feel more original and simple, because the simple streaks, like in Modern Warfare 1, the chopper and the mortar team and then the recon, those are just simple streaks and they worked really well and they felt rewarding when you got them, but they weren't too crazy, too overpowered. You could still counter them relatively easily. So, I mean, if you had a team with all rocket launchers, then your 7-kill streak would feel kind of useless, but the odds of that happening are pretty slim. So, the streaks, the simpler, normally the better. And if you have a large variety of simple streaks, then it feels like there's a lot of diversity. And the game feels better, instead of there being like 10 very complex streaks that just don't feel that rewarding just because they're too complex to use. Now, onto the attachments. The attachments should just stay simple, stay effective. Just pretty much take the attachment list from Black Ops 2, put it into Infinite Warfare, and everything should be good in my opinion, because the Black Ops 2 attachments were just the most balanced attachments in terms of the Call of Duty series since Modern Warfare 1, but since Infinite Warfare is probably more complex than Modern Warfare 1, you're going to want to use a wider variety of attachments, so Black Ops 2 is probably going to be the best bet in terms of attachments for the weapons. Now, prestiging. Prestiging should be a step forward, not a step back. It should feel like you're making progress in the multiplayer. You're actually leveling up in a sense. Prestige is 1 through 10, not 15, because that's just too much in my opinion. No Prestige 10 level 1,000, no Prestige 10 level 1,000,000, no Prestige 10 +5. Like, honestly, just once you hit Prestige 10, you're done. You've completed the multiplayer for the most part. And now you can go for the extra challenges, the extra camos that they're probably going to have. But once you become Prestige Master, you should get a special camo, obviously a title and emblem, because they always do that. And then you should be given something, like you should be able to choose a color of your name, the color of your clan tag, what they did in Black Ops 1, something like that, just to, you know, feel some sort of worth in doing it. And then Prestige, you should get like a permanent unlock, which they've done in the Black Ops series before, and which has worked out pretty well. So as long as there's some worth in prestiging, then that would be pretty nice. Now, I just want to touch on the COD 4 remaster real quick, in saying since we're getting an old Call of Duty remastered, the new Call of Duty COD Infinite Warfare should feel new and innovative, so that way both audiences who are buying the game, the audience that likes the new Call of Duties and the audience that likes the old Call of Duties, both are pleased, and that both have a game to play when the game releases. Now, in terms of game modes, Infinity Ward's always been pretty good on making the kind of funner game modes. You know, after you're done playing enough Team Deathmatch, Search and Destroy, Demolition, Domination, you have Infected, you know, Drop Zone, Money in the Dank, all these kind of things that Modern Warfare 3 brought. Even Advanced Warfare, they brought in One Shot, which was really fun. It kind of just brings something new into the game, makes it feel a little bit fresher, and has, I don't know, adds more lifetime to the game some. Now, in terms of weapons, obviously people want balanced weapons. There's going to be the stereotypical 3-round burst, probably 4-round burst, you know, slow rate of fire, high damage, high recoil AR, you know, the all-around assault rifle, then the high rate of fire SMG, then the medium rate of fire SMG, then there's going to be the good SMG, obviously. So, and then there should be some throwback weapons, you know, some not identical weapons, but, you know, they are similar to some old weapons. So, like how the KF5 was similar to the MP5 in Ghost, you know, more weapons like that. Probably like an AK, you know, like how Black Ops 3 had the can, as you see on screen. Something like that to make it feel more, you know, Call of Duty-like, I guess. And finally, the last thing that I feel like would make Infinite Warfare a better game would be more dynamic maps. Black Ops 3 really didn't do anything with the maps in terms of just, you know, any sort of lethal structures in the game are really much changing. There's like, I think a few things here and there, but I can't really think of any right, you know, off the top of my head. I know COD Ghost did a lot of that. Even Black Ops 2, they had Hydra, you know, it killed you. The train on, I forget what the map's called, but the train in Black Ops 2 that ran you over, it made the map feel more alive. Some more things like that are in COD Ghost. On the map, what was it? I think Strike Zone. I'm pretty sure it was called. No, Warhawk. It was Warhawk. And they had the door you could blow up into the market, which made the map feel more alive and just not so static, so that way it makes it feel like you're playing maybe a different map at some points, you know. Nothing insane like changing the lighting of the whole map every match, but just, you know, the small things that make the match itself, like the actual game that you're playing, not feel as slow paced. It makes you feel faster, honestly. So having that small feature would greatly impact the game, positively, of course. But that's pretty much gonna wrap it up, guys. That's my opinion on Infinite Warfare and how to make it better or make it feel more like a Call of Duty game. So yeah, leave a like, don't forget to subscribe, and later.